be a lot of fun. We do love this time of year because no matter what the temperature says outside, and outside here it says hot. Super hot. But inside it says holiday. And so we've got a fantastic lineup for you. Some of your favorite holiday decor brands and guests will be joining me throughout the 2 hours. So let's get started. And let's get started with something that certainly will be a beautiful decoration for your holiday home. But this is not limited to holiday. It's from Home Reflections. And you are getting a 9-inch and a 12.5-inch taper candle holder. You get two of the candle holders, 9-inch and 12.5-inch together, so they're going to hold your taper candles for $34.98. These are done of metal construction, so they give a really elegant look, and certainly during holiday, but anytime you want to add a beautiful look to your home decor. So let's say hello to our home decor expert and brand ambassador for Home Reflections. Our good friend Carrie Lachlan is joining us by video call. Hi, Carrie. It's good to see you.
Hello. So good to see you as well. I love that you said you were like, it's hot outside. It is very hot outside.
That's right.
I was like, even inside right now, I'm like, ooh, I can tell that it's hot outside.
Our snowman is standing next to the air conditioning.
Exactly. But you know what? We are ready and we are excited for Christmas in July. I love that you said about these, Leah, is the fact that although we are speaking of Christmas in July right now, this is something that you can have up year round. It really accents, we have this pillar set coming up, but it really accents those pillars that you may have or your lanterns, because by using this, you're creating all this beautiful vertical design, and you're able to add in those taper candles, whether you have our flameless ones from here from Home Reflections, or perhaps you just have some standard flamed candles. They're going to work beautifully in here. And then you, of course, have that designer look with those varying heights as well.
I love that. You know, certainly our friends know you as our brand ambassador for Home Reflections, but they've watched you for years on television, helping us all kind of understand how and where we're going to decorate. And so I just want to, because we can get our camera in really close here, just to show everyone, it will hold the standard taper candles, whether they are wax candles or flameless candles. So it sits nicely in here. And this is metal construction. I mean, it not only does it look beautiful, but it feels sturdy, and it's on a sturdy base as well.
It is. And, you know, I love the fact that the way that it's finished as well. It has that gold hue, but it's not too yellowy. It doesn't feel too bright and shiny. There's a little bit of that matte going on in there. And then, Leah, the little things that I love are like on the bottom of this, we have that gorgeous felt, which for me, there's something about whenever we have a felt bottom that I really love, because it's just that extra little moment of being specific with how we're going to design our pieces, knowing that you'll be placing this on your furniture. And then I also love that not only are we staggering these, but individually, if you put them right next to each other, you can see that each of them has their own little individual style as well, with the way that this one kind of goes up with the fluting and opens up. And then this one kind of has its little scroll moment a little bit further down. So when you're placing them together, although they do match, they still have a unique personality. And in design, we love that. We love when we can place things together that are coordinated, but that they also have their own individuality as well. Makes it look less, I would say, cookie cutter is the best word to use.
Yeah, you want them to coordinate, but matchy-matchy isn't always the look we're going for, which I think is great.
Exactly.
All right, so if I give you some, if I throw out some areas in my home, can you tell me what we would do with these and or what you would suggest? All right, so on our mantle, if I've got a fireplace mantle, how many? What would I do? Do I keep them together? Do I separate them? What do you suggest?
I always use two of them on a mantle to balance. So a lot of times on our mantles, we either have a large wreath or a mirror or even a flat screen TV. So when you have two of these like this and the stature that they are, these are great nestled right into the corner to kind of balance out everything that's going on the mantle. And then maybe put a little vase or even a little plant on the other side of your mantle as well.
I love that. How about on my dining room table to create maybe a centerpiece around these?
Well, I love doing these. If I just have two, I love having some antique bowls, maybe a little figurine. I have a wooden duck that I got passed down from my grandmother that sits on my dining room table. And I normally have two of these candles nestled right into what I already have because that little bit of light adds that life to the space. But you could also do a couple sets and run it down a beautiful runner with some greenery running in between. That would look really pretty as well.
Ooh, that's pretty. What about a bookshelf or niches where you've got a little space to fill in?
Absolutely. There, I would separate them. So this is somewhere where you could maybe put the taller one up on the top of the shelf, and then you could shimmy in the smaller one, maybe in that second or third shelf. And you could use these even as bookends. I often will use something that people wouldn't think of as a bookend, but get yourself one of those, simple little metal bookends that actually holds your books. And then you can place this right next to it. And then, of course, put your flameless candle in there.
I love it. I'll tell, just as a reminder for everyone, the 9-inch and then the 12.5-inch, and these will hold your standard taper candles. And then the base, while I don't have it, it looks, Carrie, to me to be, is it about 4 inches in diameter or so?
It is. It's about 4 inches in diameter. So it's a little bit, if you're thinking about like a standard flameless round, it's a little bit larger than that.
Okay. And I love that you pointed out that you've got the felt on the bottom, so nothing to scratch your furniture or glass top. I love the soft gold to these. They look elegant. They look sophisticated. And I will tell you, for those of us who maybe you get the home decor catalogs and mailers, or you love to just kind of window shop in your favorite stores, you know what you can spend for a pair of candle holders.
Yeah.
So this is a phenomenal value. So get as many sets as you'd like, $34.98. The item number is H483135. And yes, Carrie is our expert giving us great ideas for where and how we're going to decorate with these.